right. Ready? Check the stream. If we up, if it's watching. Say we live.
All right, so all right, Shalom. With the brothers from the GMS Atlanta camp. I'm gonna start off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, Shepherd, congregation, the underside apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, that teaching that root well. Salutations unto the Aki throughout the four corners that are putting their life on the line week in and week out. Salutations to the few women and children that subscribe to this truth and faith and success with all trans and subjection. That is the key. All right, with that, man, we just come out here another Tuesday. Hey, prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, man. All right, now, you know, it's on my spirit, you know. Brother had put a video in the group, well, a couple of days back of an Edomite, two Edomite cops speaking, and one of them was what was it? Chief? He was a police chief. He was a chief, and they were talking about, you know, back the days of slavery. You know, he had made one comment, you know, if he had to, you know, sleep with such and such, he would never deal with a Negro woman like Stacey Abrams. You know, like this is the spirit of these Edomites, man. They're really showing themselves, showing you that, yo, even though that they, you know, they speak nice words at the end of the day, hey, yo, they hate Jake, man. Like, now Esau got to slide, man. That's just the spirit, because his spirit hates righteousness, man. You know, if the brother could start out Psalm 7, would you have something real quick?
Oh, I just want to say real quick. I just did a video about that, man, because what that shows you is how Esau really feels about you, Jake, behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But no, he still feels the same way, man. He ain't changed. But go ahead,
These are the same people that you're asking to protect you, man. The same people that you run into talking about, yay, sleepy Joe Biden, man. The same people that you put your all your hopes and dreams into in this basket called America, and they're telling you how they feel about you behind closed doors, man. That really, Esau's really in that spirit of like, we got the blessing of the sword. So who are you? You should be thankful that we didn't kill you during the times of slavery, man. That's literally how Esau was speaking and talking when you watch these Edomites talk off camera, man. It's supposed to look like that. Yeah, we still got so Esau showing you how he really feels about you.
The book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
It says they are corrupt. So we know how Esau, how America was incepted, man. We know how Rome came about. We know how Greece came about. Through what? Rape, rob, and murder. By way of who? Esau, man, the progenitor of the Edomites, also known as your modern day American Europeans. If you go back to European descent or nationality of Esau, you're Edomite. It's clear. It says they are corrupt, man. So they showed us during the time of Greece. They showed us during the time of Rome, and they showed us during the inception of America. What did he do unto Gad and Reuben? You know, came crouching humbly. You know, we gonna pull that. He came crouching humbly, gave small pot blankets to Gad and Reuben, while at the same time, you know, asking Gad and Reuben to what? Show them how to cultivate the land, speaking smooth words. Oh yeah, we can share this. And what did he do in the end? He used biological warfare to come against our people and brought forth the Gatling gun, man, because that's what ultimately well, that was the ultimate demise of Gad and Reuben. Was more so Gad, or whatever the tribe of Gad, was the Gatling gun, man, the machine gun. All right. So it says they are corrupt, man. They broke over 1,000-something treaties. All right, continue.
They speak loftily.
Read that back, Baba Kushab.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
So they speak wickedly concerning oppression. When you watch the video, the Edomite came out and said, it was like, I don't see why they're so mad. Why are they so mad? We gave them something to eat, gave them a place to live, you know? All they had,
all they had to do was work. But what about all of the rape? What about the buck breaking? What about the gator babies? What about the lynchings? What about the hangings? What about the forced servitude? And what about how you was, the story about Ed Chimama? They had to change like an animal and made her cook pancakes. You see? But hey, you don't see nothing wrong with that, do you?
Advertises products. But if we was walking around, with just saltine crackers in the food saying F cracker, with a food stepping on a cracker and just said F all cracker, Esau would find that offensive, man. But he's sitting up and putting stuff in our face every day that is really cool and making fun of us, man. But it goes over Jake's head because Jake don't read. Jake don't look into to the history of things, man. That's why they don't understand who their enemy is.
It's like you're like, hey, you're saying that like that ice cream truck song. Like it goes. Mockery that they used to make Jake. And the song used to go, a nigga want a watermelon. They used to say, we know a nigga want a watermelon. They did a damn song out. How diabolical this dude is.
It's not running down his nose like buckwheat. It's funny. Like, you can't lie. He's so funny as hell sometimes, man. Finish that off.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 73 and verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
So he was speaking wickedly concerning oppression, man. He was saying, hey, yo, y'all should be thankful. Because really, even though he didn't say it, he said it in so many words. Like, we gave you something to eat. We gave you water to drink. We kept your family somewhat intact. Put a roof over your head. Nigga, you stole us, man. You literally took a man from a whole nother continent and brought him and forced him into servitude, man, into hardcore bondage slavery, man. And you saying like, gave everything like,
you beat my language out of me. You beat my language out of me. Hey, you better not speak your language.
They speak loftily.
They speak loftily concerning oppression. So now, why else would you get the Jim Crow era? You get the civil rights movement, and that's what he's going into today. We done gave them affirmative action. We done gave them everything that they asked for. The very things that we was providing for them. All we asked you to do is work. They still out here working, man. What is Issachar doing? Issachar, these so-called niggas, it's basically gorilla glue to America at this point, man. Like working now. All we actually do is work. Now we give them all of that, and now they don't even have to work. It's like that's Esau. That is a wicked individual that speaks lawfully concerning oppression. Here it is, you rape, robbed, and murdered an entire nation, not just the people, not just the so-called Negro, not just the so-called Latino, but also the Native American and Seminole Indian, man. But now you're looking around, it's like, why are you guys so mad? All right, they speak lawfully concerning oppression, man. All right, I'll pull this. If I could, Exodus. Matter of fact, if you give me Exodus 21, 5, I want to say, actually,
I got
21 and 16.
I got
Yeah.
precepts.
Oh, you got to
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Yeah, and Esau is the wicked in his pride. Esau is super proud right now. He's matter of fact, if you can hold that, and give me Sirach chapter 12, verse 13, or verse 10. Read that back, Bible chapter.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
So in Esau's pride, he continuously persecutes the poor. And the poor are you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indians, man. That's why he can look down at you just like, well, we were smarter than you guys. You know, we had more physical fortitude. That's why he will always mental fortitude, Salaki. That's why he'll always bring up the fact that, you know, when he touched down at the Puerto Rico down there in so-called Puerto Rico, that, you know, Ephraim was down there throwing gold and jewelry around, man. As if though it was nothing, as if though our people were simple, you know? And now all of a sudden he take those same riches, flaunt them in your face, and he treats you poorly by rape, rob, and murder. Man, he stole these things. And now he's talking about you need to work hard to receive of these things that he stole, man. To have a seat at his table. I was that in on that?
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, and these so-called Europeans, you Americans will be taken in the very things that you imagine against us, man. The thermonuclear missiles, these concentration camps. Hey, we just got a video earlier in the group chat, man. Edomite and her son getting stranded, getting thrown in a quarantine camp. Ultimately, we know it's for Jake, but you got it.
I was going to say, you know, because they think that all of this they hate. But that is the good thing. They don't believe it when you're talking about it. Now,
Read that back, Bible shop.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, and these very things that Esau has imagined, these devices, he's gonna fall prey to them. These thermonuclear missiles are gonna destroy him, man. You know, all these traps that he set. Now it's coming back to bite him in the ass. The same people are doing it unto him. The same tricks, those same little schemes. Poor is doing it unto him now, and the poor even just because they are wicked, they're getting proud as well. They thinking that they doing something to hurt Esau. You destroying your own economy, man. Like that's the brother had to put it. These individuals think they actually doing something to Esau. Yes, it's throwing his economy out of whack, but it affects you as well, man. That's why it's pertinent to have this truth, man. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
this is Ecclesiastes of the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 16. And it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes 12, verse 16.
It says, never trust thy enemy. Our people trusted Esau, man. Our people trusted in Esau. And what did Esau do? Esau brought forth death, man, unto our people. It says, what? Never trust thy enemy and what?
Never trust thine enemy. For like iron rust, and so is his wickedness.
So does his wickedness. Now, jump back to Exodus chapter 15.
This is Exodus chapter 16, 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth the man, and he that stealeth the man, and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
It says, he that stealeth the man, and if a man be found in his hand, are we not still in the hand of Esau to this day? The Lord said that what? That the heathen found in the affliction, right? So read that back, Bible.
This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. It says, and he that stealeth the man.
So you stole it, you stole Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, and various other nations that was still scattered abroad that was in West Africa. You stole them and brought them to another land.
And selleth them.
Did you not sell us? Did these Hamites and these Israelites, did they not join in the gathering up of Israelites that were probably scattered throughout their land? Or whatever, did they not sell those Israelites unto Esau? They did. Continue.
Or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
And we're still in your hands. You sold Jacob 15, 40, 50, 60, 30, sold. Whatever. You did that, you sold Jacob. And we're still in your hands. You didn't give us a boat. You didn't give us charter ships with gold, ivory, delicate spices, delicate scents and oils. You didn't send us back with a boatload of silver and gold and precious ornaments and stones, man. That Jake procured while in captivity upon you. You didn't do this to us, man. So the Lord said it because you didn't send us back unto our own land because you further our affliction. What, man? The same man that if a man be found in his hand and you stole him, hey, I'ma surely put you to death. And you're gonna be caught red-handed because we know you are not finna give up Judah, and we know you're not finna give up Israel.
Revelation 13 and 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Yeah, you see, so as the brother was saying, didn't you steal the man? Didn't you put us into captivity? Didn't you kill us with the sword? You did all those things, right? So according to the law that your leader swore in on, which is this book, the good book, you will get punished, man. Like the brother just said, you're not gonna let the people of the Lord go, so you're gonna get caught red-handed. This is Revelation 13 and 10. It says, verse 13 and 9, it says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
You have an ear, you can hear. You're watching the video. It says, he that leadeth into captivity. What is captivity? Slavery. Read back one more time. Read loud.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Who led us into captivity? You European. You American. You Romans. You Greeks. Whatever you want to call yourselves. You Edomites. Ultimately. You led us into captivity, man. So he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Captivity is pure slavery, man. And I ain't talking about just your simple, your old school slavery, like individual can get out after a certain amount of years. You can buy your way out of slavery. Esau created something new called chattel slavery. So the Lord said, what? Yo, you know what? That's a good idea. Hey, take your ass with it, man. I'm gonna let you have it, man. Because I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Double. Because they gonna have spiritual powers. It's literally gonna be the fact your grandfather, your father, your son, your grandson, your great-grandson, so on and so forth. Up until you all rounded up and destroyed, what? You're gonna go into chattel slavery, man. And it says that's what? The faith. Read it.
It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So you killed the Israelites with the sword. You went down to Puerto Rico. You went to Mexico. You came to the Americas. You went to the west coast of Africa. You went to various other parts throughout the globe. And you killed Jake with the sword. You brought us into chattel slavery. See?
It says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So here's the patience, the what?
The patience and the,
What?
and the faith.
So here's the patience. So here's the suffering. This is what I'm going through it for, man. This is what I'm in the brick cold for. This is why we can stand at the time, understand Esau standing up here basically calling you a nigga to your face, man, cracking black folks jokes. We suffering all of this through the spirit now. Because it was one thing for Jacob suffering in the world, he's doing it for the dollar. You know, we understand the Lord feeds us. So it's different now. Like when you get the spirit, especially when you're in that zealous phase, man, you will stomp and eat a mic out, man. I ain't gonna front, man. Like, yo, man, the Lord he didn't do what to me did what he's doing to me now. Like, man, if he'd have put a Edomite in my face back then, man, I'd have bust his head through white meat, man. But the Lord ain't called us to do that. He's calling us to do what, man? To move in the spirit, man. To suffer. I'm not touching it. We have to say, we ain't touching not one Caucasian, not one European, not one heathen of any nation, man. We ain't touching it until the Lord give us that green light. And when the Lord gives us that green light, it ain't gonna be nothing you can do to bring charge or something. You're gonna have them powers, man. So here's the patience. This is the suffering. This is what the prophets endured, man. To what? To receive these promises, man. With sufferings comes what? A reward. All right. So it says, and the faith of the saints. This is what they believed in. This is what they knew. This is what they hung all of their hopes on. If a brother can give me 11:1, you'll bring that out in Ecclesiastes.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 15. That which hath been is.
Hold that.
This is Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, faith, the evidence of things not seen.
So we have faith. It says the evidence of things not seen through the things that the Lord has revealed unto us. We have faith in it. We know these things. It says what? The evidence of things not seen. We haven't seen the kingdom yet. But through his prophecies coming to pass and the Lord giving us the Holy Spirit, we believe, man. So that's what we suffer for. These things that have yet to be seen by man's eyes. Man can't even fathom these things, man. So that's why we understand the Lord requires that which is past, man. Because the Lord is a righteous reward. Bring that out.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 15. That which hath been is now.
That which has been is now. So the same of old, things that were going on in the ancient world are the same things that are going on now. It says what? That which is now. So the same spirits being reincarnated. You're back here. You're going to do the same thing. It may be certain nuances because of the times that we're in, but it's still the same spirit. All right? Your big time wrestlers, your big time gladiators now, they're known as Ray Lewis, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, DK Metcalf. These individuals. Continue.
And that which is to be hath already been.
That which is to be hath already been. Why? Because it was written of old, man. We already know these things to come to pass. Because all these kingdoms are just reincarnations of other kingdoms. Continue.
And the Most High requireth that which is past.
Hey, it says the Most High requireth that which is past. So we understand this through faith that when Esau said in the video, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Talking about slavery? It happened 200 years ago. Well, your forefathers in the reincarnation, man. And if it's just reincarnation deep because we know it exists, wouldn't that still make bliss and wrong in the sense of you're guilty of the crime as an accessory after the fact, man? Here it is, your grandfather stole your great-grandfather stole from my great-grandfather. Your great-grandfather passed it down to your great-grandfather. And so on and so forth, and pass it down to your daddy. And all of you individuals know that this house, this car that you keep passing down as a family heirloom started over here. Now here, me and you are, we understand the history. We talking face to face. Yo, don't you think you should restore my car, my home? You know it belongs to my great grandfather. Why won't you give it back? Oh, that was between them. So you expect me to go back in time, go dig up your grandfather's bones and beat on him to get the deeds back? No, it's in your hands now. It's in your possession, man. So Esau think that was done away with, man. No, you have things in your possession that do not belong to you, man. And you got it by ill gain got.
That's and you get it. As a matter of fact, can I get this right here? This is Habakkuk 2:12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establishes a city by iniquity." You see? So that's exactly what you've done. America has been built upon rape, rob, murder, and lies, right? Everything that you had, you stole it, you took it. Okay? So all of your benefactors, all of this white privilege, all of these things that you see in America today, right? All this is because you are a benefactor of what your forefathers done. That's it. That's where it comes from. Okay? So it's your responsibility as a benefactor to restore that onto what was taken, to whom it was taken from. But you're not going to do that. So the Lord is going to do it. The Lord is going to do it. The Lord is going to take it from you because you're not going to give it back because you hold yourself not guilty for the crimes that you committed, man. You know, that's what you do. That's Esau's Edom MO. You hold yourself not guilty for the crimes that you've committed against Jacob and all of your substance and wealth that was taken. You're wicked. You look at the fact that you obtained this by any means necessary as a righteous act. That's exactly how that's how you justify taking it. Well, it wasn't strong enough to keep it, so I guess it's mine now. Oh, I tricked their ass, so I guess it's mine now. You know, you got it out.
Oh, yeah, was it in the morning?
It's a little bit. It says, "Behold," verse 13. It says, "Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that people shall labor in the very fire and the
Ecclesiastes.
Read about
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
Yeah, so that which is be is the Salaki. Read that back, Baba John. That which is to be what?
That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been.
Yeah, so the Lord had already ordained. Continue.
And the Most High required that which is past.
So when Esau said, "What have I done? What have we done to deserve this perverse racism?" Hey, the Lord requires that which is past, man. Your people slaughtered ours. Now you feel a certain type of way because his great grandson is hearing those stories, and I'm pissed. Now I got the truth. I understand all the lies that you've told unto me, man. And you think we don't want retribution, man? That's Esau, but that goes into what the scripture was speaking about. Esau. Matter of fact, give me that. Zechariah 11:5. Yeah, I got it. You got it? Okay, bring it up. I'll bring it up. Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them. So whose possessors slaved them? So who brought you over here on cargo slave ships, man? Who at the same time he was bringing the so-called Negroes over here on cargo slave ships, which of the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern king, when he was bringing you over here, he was taking Gad and Reuben back across the waters over there to Europe, man. Look what we found here. Oh my God, look at his physique. Look at his rod. Look at his face. Look at his cheekbone. That's what they did, man. Who possessed and slaved them, man? Who possessed you? Are we not still in the land of our captivity? But Jake thinks because he can pay taxes, I go buy a Palisade, I can buy a Bentley, I can get a Bugatti, he's free. Hey, y'all just watched the video. I don't know what happened with. Hey, yo, they yacked up Trey Songz. They yacked up his ass, man. He looking around. Oh, you still a nigga, man. In the sights of these Edomites. Now read that back. Possession. Breonna Taylor, who hold themselves not guilty, they slay you while you sleep, while you sit, while you in the streets protesting, while you sitting in the car sleep, going inside of a store. It doesn't matter, man. Esau slays you, and then he gets on TV. We go on CNN, CBS, whatever. These little TV channel called, man. And what do? They have debates, man. Can we get away with it? What's it justified? Oh, look at his background. Dude, we talking about the incident at hand. You bringing up a man's past sins, man. The Lord tell us to forgive a man. If the Lord can forgive, who the hell are you to be bringing up this man? We literally talking about this particular incident. And it was blood on your hands. You were found to be in the wrong, Esau. Now read that back, Bible shop.
Whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty.
And that's what Esau do. He holds himself not guilty. And these grand jury, that's what all these little protesters and stuff coming about. You know, that weak ass protest that they had down up in Trayvon Martin. They should have said, hey, I ain't have the truth back then, man. I was hoping they was gonna cry while I was wrong, man. Hey, just let the sentence on by. That's what BLJ had, but you take scared, man. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord ain't with that, man. The Spirit of the Lord is with that. This is how we fight in this system, man. This is how we fight against the devil, the deceiver, Satan.
Hey, you see what's happening right now in the world since the Lord came on the scene. And this was happening when Christianity was popping up. You know?
The greatest battle now is what? The war of information, man. Why you think they coming on all of these platforms? Now, banning that. You can't say this, you can't say that. Now, if you say his or hers, if you use possessive pronouns, hey, they can take your video down for that, man. You got to be careful with the words now.
That's Sodom and Gomorrah. That's so like confusion, man. That's exactly what the position of this society is in. It's the new Sodom and Gomorrah. I got a precept. Isaiah 33 and 1. It spoiled us. It was not spoiled. See, because Esau Edom was the world spoiled it, man. You know, he is rape, rob, and murder until the planet Earth. All right? And right now, what's happening in the world is Esau is starting to spoil. That's exactly the point. You start to see these other nations, you know, being able to fight back and control policy all on their own. You see what I'm saying? So now Esau can't spoil the way that he used to. He can't do what he used to do because all the other nations are showing that they have power. All right, and it says, and dealeth treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. You see, and it says, when they shall cease to spoil, they shall be spoiled. And that's what's coming to America near you. America is actually being plundered right now. America is actually being plundered right now, and they're using covert means, covert or overt when they do it non-militarily. Covert. They're doing it covertly, you know, through all of these different pandemics and things that are coming out, these stimulus checks to spoil you, to rob you. Y'all don't realize with all of this money that they're getting out of actually do to the economy. If you pay attention to what's going on, everything is going up. So you're spending that money faster than you're receiving.
Kicking out all this money. It's a lot of scams. Hey, it's super scamming going on right now, man. Like they really think, hey, things are looking up here in America, man. Now understand it, like Esau got you Jakes in a trick bag, man. Really, it's the Lord. That's right. Hey, let's move this a little bit more. All right.
It says, when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make
it says what? Thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. So Esau's finna get Esau's going to come in the spirit, and he's going to spoil everybody, man. That's what the thermonuclear missile is about, man. Esau's going to spoil everybody. He's going to do away with this system. Here it is. He see his own people are literally hip to his wickedness now, and now they're, hey, man, hey, Esau, hey, what it is, you can't be a joint. That's what but they're not seeing that this is all being orchestrated by the Lord. That everything seems like it's good, but when Esau ends his spoil, the Lord's like, yo, I'm gonna spoil you. Why? Because you settle on your leave. You chilling, you relax. You think you're in a good state, huh? And that's when the Lord is gonna pounce on you. See?
It says, they that, that's like it says, and when they shall make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
That's the Lord is going to deal treacherously with you by way of what? It's the Israelites. Right? We're going to deal treacherously with you. Same way you came against us and done certain evils, just matter of fact, ours are not going to be evil though, man. It's just going to be harsh. Just put it that way. It's going to be harsh, but yet it's not going to be any evil to our judgment, right? That's what the Lord means by treacherously with thee, man. Oh, you'll bring that up?
Yeah. Psalms 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Yes, all of these atrocities, all of these murders, all of these bad dealings, all of these backdoor deals. Here it is, you sell a deal, me and this brother make a deal, and then you'll go make a deal behind my back with this guy, with this brother behind. So just so you can get me out of the place because I'm the power seat, but I was willing to deal with this individual and not with you. That's how Esau does, man. That's how he gets down, man. So read that back.
These things hast thou done.
So all of this wickedness, all of this filth that you've done throughout the earth, the Lord kept silent. So what did you think? See?
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself.
Yeah, so I let you know because I was silent. I didn't say that. I just said that. You knew I had the power to smack you anytime. Here it is, this big group sitting over here, and he never really moved. He never moved. You'll see like certain little things that happen in the shadow with certain movements, but you always just see it on this cheek, So you'll be thinking after you done took over the saloon, that's how it go. Like Doc Holliday sitting in the back, and you got this like Johnny Ringo coming off of here, slapping everybody, pistol whipping folks and whatnot or whatever. Here it is. This individual, you think Doc Holliday's cool with you. And then all of a sudden, this is what he stepped up out of that seat to show you that what? I ain't with it. Continue. But I will reprove thee. So I will reprove thee. Hey, just like in that scene of Tombstone, I'll be your huckleberry. What is I'm your huckleberry. I'm your huckleberry. Tombstone. Doc Holliday, I'm your huckleberry. Like you think, hey, you thought everybody was with. You thought the Lord was with what you was doing, man. Bullying, rape, robbery, murder, going just throughout the earth running amok, man. Giving the so-called Negro woman, a Latino woman, power over the male. All of these things that you did throughout the earth, you thought the Lord was with me. Look at America. But what? The Lord said what?
But I will reprove thee.
So I'm going to correct you. The Lord said I'm going to correct you. The first correction comes by way of his prophet.
And set them in order before thine eyes.
So he gonna set everything in order before your eyes. And who is that them? He's talking about the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. That nation that you turned upside down and you had hate each other. Through the spirit of Yahweh, Lord willing, us brothers be a part of that number. We're gonna show our people how to actually move amongst each other. Show them how to really think, how to really get down in the spirit, how to deal righteously with another brother, how to show love, how not to force usury upon another brother. We ain't gonna deal like Esau. The Lord is gonna set us in order before your eyes, and He's doing it now. And that's what you hate. You can't stop it. Why didn't Apostle Tahar take that $1 million? But Comfy took it. And what did happen? From Apostle Tahar through all the other great apostles and elders comes all of this fruit. Now we're everywhere, man. Like a virus, man. Like a righteous virus. Read that back, Father John. And I was still there.
21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
Yeah, so the Lord is setting this in order before the eyes of the world, man. That should be Jake. That should be one of your hopes and prayers, man. You've been an Israelite coming across this, knowing that the Lord is coming against Esau. He's destroying this place, man. He's revealing his enemy unto you. He's showing you that the things of carnality are not to be desired. So what else is? It's better just to get along with this, man. Because this is the only one inside now. But you know, hey, that's all I had through the Spirit. I'm gonna let another brother blaze in the Spirit. I want to end off by giving all glory and the praises unto Yahweh.
All right, so hey, as the brother was saying, man, you know, the Lord got beat from Esau Edom, you know. So I want to get Malachi 1 and 4, 4 and 1, 1 and 4. Because the Lord is going to destroy Esau, because the Lord has a perpetual hatred against Esau. And it's like you've had a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel. The Lord got the perpetual hatred against you, man. You know? You got it.
Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
You see that? You said, where hast thou loved us? Because you don't think that the Lord, you know, he didn't put us from captivity to captivity. You know, we ain't got no land, we ain't got no heritage, no real identity. So you're like, where has the Lord loved us? You know, continue on.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord?
Esau was Jacob's brother. When we go into Genesis, the 25th chapter, it talks about there were two manner of people in thy womb, right? Two nations that should be separated from thy bowels, and one nation should be stronger than the other, right? Continue on.
Yet I love Jacob.
So the Lord loved Jacob. Okay, he loved Jacob, but you know Jacob don't understand the Lord chastity goes love to Jacob. You know, you just can't have it peachy keen. Like when you go to the book of Job and you look at, you know, what Job had went through, you see that Job, he was a prosperous man. You know what I'm saying? In the land of Nod, right? He was a prosperous man, and the Lord put evil upon Job. Took all 7 of his sons, all 3 of his wives, you know, and then he rewarded Job at the end. But Job went through the affliction that the Lord had for him and obtained the reward on the other side. You know what I'm saying? All right, continue on.
And I hated Esau.
So the Lord hates Esau. That's why the wicked continuously gets away with the shit they get away with. That's why the brother say, the brother had just brought out, the Lord, you know, they do all this wickedness, and they say, I have done no wickedness. The Lord be as one of us, right? They believe themselves to be in good case. That's what they think, because the Lord is allowing them to get away with the shit that they're doing. Well, something that you don't give 2 shits about, you really don't care what it does. You know, if I don't care about what you do, I really, you know what? I really don't care. You do whatever it is that you do. Continue on.
And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
You see that? His mountains and his heritage waste. Esau has already been destroyed. Esau came back, you know, through the Renaissance, and he's rebuilt his society again. But this is what the Lord said about it. Go ahead.
And his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And they have. They rebuilt Rome. They rebuild. They build America. They have rebuilt. They built all the desolate places. Did they rebuild it? Yeah, they rebuilt it, right? But what did the Lord say? Go ahead, continue.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build where I will throw down.
So here we have the Lord saying that He's about to throw this place down. He's going to throw Babylon down, and you're seeing that right before your eyes. Somebody can know 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. He's throwing this place down right before your eyes. You're seeing everything collapse right before your eyes. Continue on.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Wherever this devil goes, there's wickedness. Whatever land that he plants himself in, that land becomes wicked. So when it talks about the border of wickedness, it's talking about his borders. Wherever he lay his land, wherever he step his foot, that border becomes a place of wickedness. That's it. And you see that all across the world. No matter where this man has established himself, he's established it through wickedness. We just talked about all the precepts that the brother had brought out. We were talking about the wickedness of Esau and what Esau has done to establish himself, right? He has done nothing righteous. It's all through rape, rob, and murder, telling you that he created the scenario that you live in. That's what this devil has done in his life, that you be in that position. Make mockery of you being in the position that he puts you in. You see, that's the devil for you. Continue on.
The border of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shimei has indignation forever.
And when that word righteous anger, that word indignation goes into righteous anger. And he says he's gonna hate these people forever. But all y'all people that don't believe in the Lord hates them. Not only does he hate, he destroys, okay? And he does it forever. He will continue to do it, right? So Esau is eventually going to be destroyed right now. Right now. Remember, somebody got that second Ezra. Yeah, no, it's start at the top. Yeah, start at the top.
That's 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. Speak now the ears into my people the words of prophecy. What prophecy? Well, the prophecy that's coming from this book to tell them what's happening. Right? So that's what we're doing. We're telling the people what's happening. We're out here on a blazing cold day, on a Tuesday, telling you what's about to happen. We just told you that the Lord is about to destroy Esau Edom. He's about to throw this place down, and he's doing it.
And what is it? See, what these people don't understand, they don't understand words, right? What it is to prophesy. Pro means before, side means the So we're saying before. People be wanting us to come. Well, you're gonna be doing this, you're gonna be doing that. No, the prophets ain't built like that. The Lord didn't do that. Every man is given a particular lot in this thing. But at the end of the day, all of the true prophets are gonna be saying the same thing, singing one song. Right? So that's why he said, speak unto them the words of prophecy. Because the same words I'm saying here in Atlanta, Georgia, is being said in Alaska, California, New York, Puerto Rico, throughout the globe, man. And that's the true prophet of the Lord. He's speaking the same thing we're speaking now.
And that's how you know we one body. That's how you know that a prophet of the Lord is a prophet of the Lord. Because you'll hear one man saying the same thing about another man, same thing that another man is saying all the way across the world. They ain't never met. They ain't never seen each other before. But they got the same doctrine. They part of that same body, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. You see? So when we say speak the words of prophecy, all speaking in one doctrine, one accord, and that's what we're doing. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 33. And when this comes to pass, Lord, it will come. It's just like a check. Like, don't have to leave when I get back. If you take what's something, Jake be like, hey, you take it for a joke. All right, when I get back, I'm going to put your ass up. Daddy, come back, Daddy might be drunk. You thinking, Daddy, I knew Daddy was going to go out and get drunk. But hey, and it all, like, he'll probably walk through the house, like, ain't saying nothing to you. Going there, do his little thing, go eat, get straight. Right before he get in to go to bed with, he beat your ass, man. He beat your ass, man. For lo, it will come. So that's what the Lord is saying. It's like, though it tarry, wait for it. Same principles, man. For lo, it will come. It says, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. They're going to know when these prophecies, the very things that we have said before by way of Yahweh Shemi Abishai, because we can't say this on our own accord because we didn't understand at one point. We got to tell you who told us. So with that, for lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
You see that? And guess what? That day is fastly approaching because these things are actually happening. So real soon, they already stripping down YouTube videos, taking down whole channels.
They taking down whole channels on TikToks. Any of these little, these little individuals putting out little tidbits of information, putting out, going into Esau's history. Anybody that's going into history, finding their videos get flagged and stuff on TikTok.
For real. Because this devil don't want his true nature, his true history to come out. But what is that all going into? That's going into what the prophets was always talking about. What's really going on? That we the prophets, the famine of the word is happening. Esau about to be destroyed. 2/3 of our people about to be destroyed. Get right. Would you continue on with that, Brother Michelle?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh Shemi Abishai.
But yeah, you don't believe that the Lord had put his words in the mouths of the prophets, right? We got to be some theologian that went to seminary school for 50 years and we sing talk. That's that's what we got to be in order for you to hear us. You want to hear those smooth words.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word in my mouth and give them warning from me. So the point is, he said, therefore, hear the word at my mouth. What is the mouth? Is the Lord coming down out of the heavens himself speaking with you? No, he's telling you about where the prophets. So put a mouth on the Most High. That's why it says, keep thy foot without going into the house of the Most High. This is the mouth. And he said what? Give them warning from me. So we really just relaying the message. It's like, yo, Pop said, if y'all don't get right, man, you be nasty when you get home. I'm gonna go clean the dishes. So, hey, we can come back to the kitchen, man. You better go do what you supposed to do, man.
Hey, that's exactly why we out here. Because like the brother said, Pop come home, he see you if you're in your right mind, because you got some knuckleheads, Pop say he gonna whoop that ass, they kill the whole family. Jake finished, but Pop say, hey man, he come through the house, he look, you done clean the kitchen, you done did the dishes, and he say, hey, yeah, son, good job, bro. Hey, listen, man, here, go ahead, take care of what you want to take care of, do what you need to do, as long as you, do it within the right mind frame. And you like, hell yeah, get the little cash, get the keys to the whip, go out, hang out with the fellas, You go back into the back, and you look at the other two brothers, and you're like, hey, didn't I tell y'all? And then now you start getting that thunder. But guess what? You had the warning because the older brother told you, said, yeah, man, Dad called and told him he on his way home, and this is what he went down when he get home. And if y'all don't do it, this is what's gonna happen.
And what is the older brother always look like? The older brother always look like he to ask you, or like the man, why you always trying to do the right thing? Man, I'm supposed to, bro. Like I bear the burden. Like we dealing with everything that the Lord has to offer to his servants, right?
Yeah.
We're going through that because we understand that the true pain that comes, like, we're suffering, we're patient. It is, I could be going up the street, going to talk to you, ass, gritting, shame. But no, I'm not doing that. I gotta go wash the dishes, man. I gotta cut the yard. These are the things that I gotta do. So I'm finna suffer this good time with them to what? Hey, to please the Father. But you individuals are what? Man, scratch that, man. I'm finna call. Hey, I'm in the backyard. I'm finna have this little shit, nigga. I'm finna bust up this and throw this party. Like the Lord got something. The Lord got something to say for it.
This is Joel 2:1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain." Okay, this is like the mouthpiece of the Lord is the trumpet. Okay, that's what the brother was just going into. All right, we the trumpet. That's why, hey, the scriptures say, shout aloud, lift your voice like a trumpet. Right? That's why we out here loud, man, letting you know. Okay, because the Lord said, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is at hand." You see that? So the day of the Lord is coming, man. The day of the Lord is on the way, and we're trying to warn you. We let you know, hey, you don't want to get caught when Pops get home with your stuff not done. You know, Pops is on the way, bro. You know, and he mad.
Yeah.
He not coming in a good mood. He coming pissed.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how he coming. And you don't want to catch him when he mad.
Yeah.
You know.
Because here it is, man. Like, see, I just got put to death 2 days ago, man, in the spirit world. Like a brother hold it in, matter of fact, all right, this is 2 Peter. You already know.
I
But
know.
hey, matter of fact, could you pull it? Because hey, in the spirit world, man, the Lord just got put to death 2 days ago, man. It says that 1,000 years is but a day unto the Most High. So what you think Yahweh shall feel like, man? And he coming on behalf of his father. And it's 2/3 of his own people, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, that was like, hey, give us Barnabas, man. Let the blood be on our head. That's what you said through the spirit. And you saying it now. And you ain't trying to turn back into who you are. Hey, you gonna prove yourself to be a 2/3. You ain't really for the Lord. Like how Jake always want to use nice words and honoring words to service the Most High. Don't never do it. 3 and 8, 3 and 8, 3 and 4. I thought it was 12.
Check it out. There it is. 2 Peter 3.
3 and 8.
This is the book of Second Peter. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one
So
thing.
don't be ignorant. This is a secret. And if you understand reincarnation, that's in the scriptures. If the spirit is dealing with you, you can understand it.
That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
So one day with the Most High is just 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years unto us is just a day unto the Most High, man. That's a lot. So it's been 2,000 years since Yahweh Shai been put. You think like he's coming back in the spirit? He's like, yo, I would love what you guys. You just killed him, man. Yo, bro, the same individual that died for you. He died for the nation of Israel, man. Yashar. And you thinking he's coming in the spirit of his father. But you had you wrong Yahweh Shai too. The Father and the Son. You put the very gift that he gave to hey, drawing you back unto him. You put it to death, man. Don't you think they won't get back? That's the spirit that they coming in. That's what they don't understand. The Lord said, hey, man, in Amos, hey, that's gonna be a day of darkness, man.
It's right here. I got it right.
Hey, pull it out, bring it out.
That goes into it. This is Joel 2:2. It says, "A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spreads upon the mountains, a great people strong." Well, that was pretty much Yeah, that was pretty
No,
much
but
it
what
right
is
there.
that thick darkness? Confusion, man.
Uh-huh.
People don't know what's going on. Matter of fact, who that ain't Amos, is it 15 to 3? 5 to 3? Not, I said 5 to 15. 3 and 15.
A
That's a
little
lot.
bit more.
All right, bring that up.
I'll start at the top. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
Yeah, so to the Heavenly Father, it's only been 2 days since you put his son to death. Man. Yahweh Shai is itching to come back. Because he want to put the individuals that ultimately put him to death, which are the Romans, you Edomites, and who call themselves the Romans, you Europeans, man. You glory in that history. So you're guilty of putting the Lord to death, man. But so are you 2/3 of our own people, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indians. That's why all of these atrocities have befallen you, man. What did I do? What did we do wrong? You wronged the Lord, man. And you have a judgment to pay for that, man. Bring that up. That was it on that?
That was it on it.
All right, good.
I say, you see,
No, it's I got
the wind that blew my.
no, it's cool. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?" So when you look up the word "woe," it means destruction. So it says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord." Is it going to be nice? Is it going to be sweet? Is it going to be everybody's going to be running on rainbows, dancing, holding hands in circles, singing "Kumbaya"? Is it going to be music being played, weed being passed? There's going to be none of that, man. None of the things that make you people be feeling as though you're in a mirthful spirit will be coming in that day. All right. All right, let me finish this off. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord." So it says destruction unto you, because you don't really understand what the day of the Lord entails. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness, is not light. And that darkness is utter confusion, man. It's evil times. All right, yeah, you got it. That was really the point.
So going back, Esau, it's Obadiah 1:8, and it says, "Shall not in that day shall the Lord even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?" You see, that's why you got all this confusion going on with their government right now. Right? You know, because the Lord is destroying all of the wise men out of Edom. That's why, all of these dumbass laws are being passed, man. Like, really, it's like, man, what are you thinking? How do you even put your mind together to put some stuff like that together? But that just goes to show you, they let the women run their government. Women going up there passing bills and stuff like that. So they're gonna put the most draconian shit that they can possibly put in. Well, this will sound good here.
Man got a bit get a vasectomy after 2 kids. Like, come on, man.
Castrate.
Really?
This is America. It says, "And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of Mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter." I'm gonna read that again. Be cut off by slaughter. So there's a great slaughter coming to the land of Edom, and that's AKA America, man. That's what's coming to America, and that's what the brother was originally talking about, was the destruction and death of America. So when the day of the Lord comes, which is on the way, we're already seeing the precursors to the day of the Lord. We're already seeing that when it finally gets here, guess what? Y'all gonna be destroyed. Y'all done had a man, y'all killed the man, y'all captured a man, y'all had a man in forced servitude, y'all done raped, robbed, and murdered. Y'all done put the Lord up on the cross. The Lord gonna come back like, shit. Y'all put me on. Like, shit, man. I gotta go outside. There's no stop that. What you have to do?
I got a piece of This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity.
You see that? So your sins have reached up to the heavens. That means that you've done so much. You know, you've done so much that the Lord cannot hold his tongue anymore. You know, you've done so much that the Lord is now saying, you know what? I've taken notice to your ass, man. I've taken notice to you now. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted me to take notice to you. Now I'm taking notice to you. Now I'm about to make a move on you. Continue.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Go ahead. You see that? The Lord is going to reward, is going to allow us. He's going to allow us to reward you as you have rewarded us. Our reward wasn't too great. You know, the reward you gave us, it wasn't the best type of reward. Now here's the best part of reward you. Continue on.
And double unto her.
Oh, and what?
And double unto her.
Oh, read that one more time.
From the top, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Oh, wow, you're going to get double, man. The Lord said you're going to get double according to your works. Well, you know what? Your works really wasn't that good, man. You didn't really have great works. They were actually quite bad, quite terrible, you know? And going back to the original comment that the brother had mentioned when he said that video that came up, well, you know, we gave them food, we gave them shelter, we gave them clothing, and all they had to do was work. I don't get it. Right? Well, guess what? We ain't gonna give y'all food. We ain't gonna give y'all clothing. Y'all gonna have to work. Well, y'all not gonna have shelter. Y'all gonna sleep in holes that we gonna fill with water continually. You know? Because how you gonna top what you did? How you gonna top what Esau Edom has done? Well, this is how. Continue on.
And the cup which she had filled to her double.
Oh, wow. You're going to drink of that cup, Esau. You're going to drink of that cup. You know, we had a drink of it and we didn't like the flavor. You know, but how do you think the Lord feel when he had to put his foot in his own people's ass? How much more you who ain't his people, man? What do you think the Lord going to do to you? Continue on.
How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously.
Yeah, you see that? You glorified yourself and you lived deliciously, right? You made yourself, oh, America was the golden city. America was the place to be. America was where you can, all your dreams can come true. A hoe could be a hoe. A homosexual could be a homosexual. You know, a dyke can be a dyke. A queer can be a queer. No matter what you wanted to be, America will accept you as you are. Come on over. Ain't that right? That's what America did, right? You sold your whoredoms to the world. Get a little bit more on that.
So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Pride. Every president that comes in to make America great again. Let's heal America. Let's do this to America. Let's do that to America. Every president that comes about, right? That's what you see in America, right? They think that no military can touch them, that they have no equal in the world. They can just say, well, you know what, we're going to print trillions of dollars and you're going to eat it. Even though your country is directly regulated by dollars, you have to purchase oil in dollars. So we're going to devalue our currency by devaluing our currency. So you don't have as much buying power. You see? Oh, and there is nothing you can do about it because we're not on the gold standard. You're going to do it because I say so, because that's what fiat currency is. Okay? Got any more?
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
You see that? Death and mourning and famine, and you should be utterly burned with fire, right? So there's a lot of death coming to America. There is a lot of death. Look, there's death already happening. We were just watching the video where Amazon and Fed just sending out a whole bunch of body bags all across the country. I wonder why. I wonder what they got planned. It may have something to do with the jab. May have something to do with the jab. That's all I can say. But a lot of y'all people are really gonna fall for this. Y'all gonna fall for this trick, right? So yeah, that's what's coming. And guess who's the cause of all these plagues? Well, most they all of them are caused by Yahweh Shai, but a lot of them are through the hand of Esau Edom that's creating this shit artificially. You know, ultimately it's the will of the Lord, but it's this devil that's controlling that shit. Continue.
For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
You see that? The Lord is strong, man. So there's not going to be any escaping when all of this death, destruction, famine, when all of that comes, and we can pull that up too. We can go back to 2nd Ezra. Somebody want to hold that, the 15th chapter. You can pull your precept to 15, and then I think it's like verse 14.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him. The Lord of his hand shall be given him."
You see that? The wicked, it shall be ill with you. The reward of the wicked, we just went into Revelation 13 and 10, when it said that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. That's so you got to get it. You got to get it. You got to get the destruction. You have to. You know. Could you read that back, Papa Kishon?
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 11. It says, "Woe unto the wicked, so destruction. It shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him."
You see that? It will be ill with you. You know, y'all. You see what y'all seeing with Esau Edom in these last few years, because we just went over that in 2 Peter, where the brother brought out a day to the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is a day. So y'all thinking that all this shit that y'all see is instant gratification, man. That's all this shit is. Even though it's been, a few hundred years, it's still instant gratification because it's happened really, really fast. All of these conveniences that we're experiencing now, they sprouted up quickly. But righteousness, the fruit of righteousness, it has been so long without fruit. We've been patiently waiting for the day that righteousness can actually take root, right? That's what we're out here for.
That's right.
It's for righteousness to take roots, man. And we want to be the forerunners of that, man.
Scripture say, "Hey, you reap what you sow." And just to add on to the brother Wilson, it says, "For the reward of his hands shall be given him." So that's what goes into the scriptures. Hey, basically, real quick paraphrase. Hey, you reap what you sow, because Esau reaped. He sowed evil, so he'll reap evil. But Jake, these 2/3 sow evil, they'll reap evil. But with 1/3, well, really with the elect, they sow righteousness, so they should receive righteousness. And just as the brother saying, this instant gratification, we're coming into our instant gratification. Even though it tarries, it took a minute, because really everything that this Edomite is trying to get in the kingdom is really, it took a minute. He had to really earn it. He had to really live in the strength of his power for a moment, man. It really is the shortest of all kingdoms. But at the end of the day, like, you had your turn, man. But hey, it should be forever torment here on out in the day of Yahweh Shai. Right?
You got that in Revelation where it says, it's like a whole bunch of movies, like
I got the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 14 and verse 4. He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods righteously.
You see that? You see that? Read that back with Baba Kishon.
He that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others, that shall spend his goods righteously.
You see? So that's why it goes into the scripture goes into you gather up riches for the end, but you shall vomit them up. You see? Because you've been gathering riches for who? For the Israelites, man. Been nice and neatly putting them all in one place for the day of the Lord. So when the Lord comes back to this place, he's going to give us our reward. Huh? Yeah, we can close out on that. For the day of the Lord to come, you know, that's and all those riches that you got are going to be rewarded to Israel, man. But the elect of Israel, that's going to be the first fruits, and you can be the first fruits of slavery. A little bit more on that.
He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
You see that? So these devils are evil to their own people, man. Like y'all, as it says in Isaiah the 30th chapter, somewhere there where it talks about woe to you that trust in oppression. Y'all trust in this oppressive devil that oppresses his own people, man, his own children.
That's how much but that shows you his wickedness. He hates you so much that he's that makes him the unrighteous judge, because he's willing to kill his own people just to hide his secret killings of Israelites. He'll kill his own people and give it to all of his people and just tell his family line, hey, don't eat that. But he's willing to put his own people to sacrifice, man, to kill you.
And he's doing that right now,
And
man.
trust him.
Yeah, like not only is he putting this jab to us, he's pushing it on his own people too,
Just to make you believe it, just to get you. That's the thing, just to get you to take it. See, all of my people are taking it, and they guinea pigs. They lab rats. They supposed to do that. But you're an Israelite. You're an upright man. Enoch, come on, man. They supposed to be better than that. Man, you can't make it up, man.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
right? You're not going to take pleasure in all of, and that's exactly why you always feel like you need to do something else, man, because you are never satisfied with what you have. You know, you are a black hole. So because you can't be satisfied, you just never know. Oh man, hey man, to you things depreciate in value for you, Esau. See, what we're doing is we're doing something that don't depreciate in value. We're doing something where the value never go down. It's always precious to us. So we're gonna always value our goods, man. We're gonna always value what we have because we didn't get it ill-gottenly. We're gonna actually be able to look back and say, man, we did the work that was required. That's gonna lead into what the brother about to bring out. Go, you get any more on that?
There's none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness.
Yeah, like you always feel like you ain't did enough or you need to do more. You know, that's just a form of pride, man.
The scripture said Jake was a plain man dwelling in the tent. Jake was the tent. It was like, yo, this is it. Like, I'm cool with it, you know? Esau trying to see who would this do. I wonder what this would look like if I set it on fire and blow it up. Or cut it in half and then do this to it. Put it together. Like, why else would he put a lion and a tiger? Why else would he mix those? A horse and a zebra. Like, why would he do these type of things? He's never satisfied in anything.
Never. Just a black hole, you know. That's what going in. That's why we got GMOs, because he wants to be the governor of life, which everything that you create is an augmentation of what was already there. So you never truly create anything.
Esau really charging you to experience life.
Yeah. And real soon, if the air get dirty enough, he's gonna be charging people a breathing tax.
Yeah.
You know that there's actually been talk about that shit, man.
Just think, like, you'd have told like a man of times of old, like, you know, they're gonna charge you to get on a boat or get on any type of vehicle from Azeroth to Jerusalem. Like, what? Like, they really gonna charge me? It's like you being charged just to move from place to place, and you want to just change your whole life and go do something different. Esau charges you for these things, bro. That's wicked, man.
I need a boat license. I need a marriage license.
Car license.
I need a car license.
Passport.
I need to pay taxes on my property.
You gotta announce your citizenship.
All type of crazy shit, man. Like
Pledge an allegiance.
this devil, man. You know, and that's why this place got to be destroyed, man. Because this is not life. Like this is not life. This is not living. This is not something that the Lord had in store for us when He made us. This is how you working every goddamn day. You know, gotta pay all your money. You're subject to payments. That's a curse, man. That's a curse.
That's cursed.
You know, we can go ahead.
Become with Esau, man. It's like you can go on. You can go on and on.
For real. Well, we just close out there, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. It says, and behold, and this is written in red. All right. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be.
Now you see that? He said, behold, I come quickly. Now reward can be bad or the reward can be good. So that wording that the Lord used was perfect. Behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to reward every man according to his work. So guess what? If you do good, you're gonna get good. If you did bad, you're gonna get bad.
Yeah.
You see? Because you're gonna get rewarded according to your works, and you ain't got nothing good stacked up, man.
Yeah, hey, he got some stacked up. It's all
Right.
It's like you just got it's just like it's really just average. Like, cause you gonna get every last one on before you get destroyed.
Hey, we taking our licks, so you got to take yours. But then, guess what else? For the men of the Lord that's been out here diligent, doing this thing in truth and sincerity, well, there's a reward for us too, man. And we trying to be those first fruits, man. That's what I'm saying. This is what this game is all about, man. You know, to be on the winning team.
It's the reward of those that diligently seek.
And doing this work is showing diligence of seeking the Lord, man. You know, what else are you doing? What else are you doing? You know, and y'all Jakes need to let go of this system that's destroyed, man, because ultimately America is about to be destroyed and the Lord about to come back. We're seeing that every day. We're seeing it more and more and more. The prophecies are becoming more and more prevalent every day. And soon it's going to get to the point to where it's no longer a doubt of what's going on. So unless anybody got we're going to hit it off and give all praise going on to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Mukakodash.
double honors to our elders and the apostles. Peace, love, and salutations. We pray you brothers and edify. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.